Hi. What's the difference between a rich man's bed and a poor man's bed? I will tell you at the end of the video, so stay with me. Bob Hill here, jokes by Bob Hill. So we'll get right into the jokes, okay? Carrie Talmadge says, I know what cheese is and I know what whiz is. So I don't know why I'd want to eat some cheese whiz. Keller Boaz, B-E-O-A-Z, said, my dad was an embalmer, and when we'd get ready for church on Sundays, he would have us lie down on the table to tie our ties. This guy went to a football game, and he got the best seats. He could see everything. He was like on the 50-yard line and up 8 rows. The sun was behind him, so the sun wasn't in his eyes. Just perfect day. And he sat down, and here comes the kickoff. And right before the kickoff, he hears this big mouth in the back say, Arnold! Hey Arnold, we're up here, Arnold. It was so loud that he had to turn to see if he could see it. And he missed the kickoff. And so he's a little upset. A couple of plays later, again he hears, Arnold, hey Arnold. And he looks and he can't see the guy, and he misses. Quarterback makes a spectacular pass. And everybody jumps up around him, and he misses the whole play. And this goes on throughout the game. Just before a good play, this big old loudmouth guy way in the back hollers, Arnold, hey Arnold! And he looks, he's so loud. Halftime, he's just really fed up, and he goes and he buys a pair of binoculars because he wants to find out this guy that's disrupting his football game. And so come the third quarter, he's ready, and he looks around, another big play, and he gets the area where he thinks he's seeing it. By the end of the third quarter, he spots him finally. Well, they switch quarters. He walks up there and he grabs the guy and picks him up, and he tells him, my name is not Arnold. Joan Kelter said, my boyfriend's dad had a driving school, and she says, man, we had such fun in that car. We could go out drinking, we do marijuana, and everybody would just kind of avoid us. And even the cops would say, man, they got some lousy student drivers here. This lady went to the door, and there's these 2 little kids out there and with a big old long list, and they're looking at the list, and they says, we're on a scavenger hunt, and we need a pork chop bone, 3 grains of wheat, and some Xerox paper. And the lady says, man, you got a strange scavenger hunt. Who sent you on this scavenger hunt? And they says, our baby sister's boyfriend. Tom and Henry, they went to the amusement park, and Tom, he'd never ridden this extremely fast car ride in the air. And he says, Henry, I'm going to ride this ride today. And so after a while, they went over and he got on. And Henry's watching Tom, and it gets going faster and faster, half a dozen times around. Boom! Tom's chain breaks, and he goes flying 300 yards, and he slams into the wall. Henry runs over to him and says, "Are you hurt?" And he says, "Yeah, I am hurt. I waved at you 6 times, and you never waved back 1 time." There was this golf hacker. Now, the golf hacker is somebody that tries the golf but doesn't do very good. And so they kind of hack their way through, and their score goes up and up, and you want to keep a low score, but their score goes up and up. Well, this hacker one day, he won the opportunity to have a caddy with him. And so he gets there, and the caddy hands him the clubs and makes suggestions and all this. And so they're going around first hole, whop, and the caddy says, "Keep your head down." And second hole, he hands him a number 4 iron, and whop, oh, the caddy says, "You need to keep your head down." All the way through, caddy's giving him different directions. Now, if you can, this whole angle's over to the right, this angle over to the left, and the caddy's handed him the clubs, and come to the 18th hole. It's taken him twice as long as a regular round of golf. Come to the 18th hole, this guy's just so frustrated, and he sees the pond over there, and he says, "Man, I feel so bad. I should just go drown myself." And the caddy says, "It wouldn't work. You couldn't keep your head down." This guy, another golf joke. This guy goes to the golf course. This guy has a whole week off, and he decides he's going to play a round of golf or 18 holes every day. So the first day he gets there, and he gets going, and he catches up to this golfer. You could tell it's a lady, and it's like a par 3, and he catches up with her, and she sees she's kind of attractive, so he makes a suggestion that they do the rest of the round together. So they're going around and find out she's pretty good, and she beats him on the 18th hole, and it kind of deflates his ego, but they go to the parking lot, and he sees she doesn't have a car and offers to drive her home. And on the way home, she says, "Why don't you pull over, and I'll give you a big thanks for driving me home." So he pulls over, and she gives him a great big hug and kiss. Well, that kind of made his day, and so he goes on, and the next day, she's there again, and so they do another round, and she beats him on the 18th hole, and he just deflates his ego, but every day ends up golfing with her every day, and she beats him every day. Come Friday, he after the round of golf, he says, "Hey, how'd you like to go out to dinner and a movie and maybe over to the hotel afterwards?" And she starts crying. And she says, "I can't." And he says, "Oh yeah, you can." "Oh no, I can't." He says, "Well, why can't you?" He says, "I'm a transvestite." And he starts getting crazy and driving and upset, and pulls over and starts hollering, "You cheater! You cheater! You played from the red tees every hole." This guy ran over this cat, and it had a collar on it, so he read on the collar, and the house was right there, so he goes up and knocks on the door and says, "Lady, I ran over your cat, and I'd like to replace it." And she says, "Well, that's fine, but just how good are you at at catching mice. Did you think about it? What's the difference between a rich man's bed and a poor man's bed? Well, I'll tell you. The rich man has a canopy over the bed, and the poor man has a canopy under the bed. If you like my joke, again, this is Jokes by Bob Hill. Invite you to subscribe and hit that bell if you want notifications, and I'd appreciate a like so that YouTube will send my channel to other people. Also, if you like something, or if you want to do in the comments, tell me what you like and what you don't like. If you want a specific joke or something like that, just tell me in the comments, and I will see you next time. You have a terrific day.